Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Hope you're enjoying your reading. Hopefully you got into a routine after the Christmas break. Book I'm going to review today is called Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm sure you've heard about it. I'll read the back and I'll give you my thoughts, my rating and thoughts. One summer, two rivals, a plot twist they didn't see coming. Nora Stevens' life is books. She's read them all. And she's not that type of heroine. Not the plucky one, not the laid-back dream girl, and especially not the sweetheart. In fact, the only people Nora is a heroine for are her clients, for whom she lands enormous deals as a cutthroat literary agent and her beloved little sister Libby. Which is why she agrees to go to Sunshine Falls, North Carolina, which isn't real, by the way, so don't try to look it up, for the month of August, when Libby begs her for a sister's trip away, with visions of small-town transformation for Nora, who she's convinced needs to become the heroine in her own story. But instead of picnics in meadows or run-ins with a handsome country doctor or a bulging 4-am bartender, Nora keeps bumping into Charlie Lastra, a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. It would be a meet cute if not for the fact that they've met many times and it's never been cute. If Nora knows she's not an ideal heroine, Charlie knows he's nobody's hero, but as they are thrown together again and again in a series of coincidences no editor worth their salt would allow, what they discover might just unravel the carefully crafted stories they've written about themselves. I gave this book a 4 or 4.5, I can't remember, but one of the two. I really quite enjoyed it. I had read People We Meet on Vacation a few years back, and I wasn't exactly enamored with it. I really didn't like the premise. I thought it was a little hokey and stupid, to say the least. In any case, I really liked it. I was really kind of happy that I found this one out. I kind of like this one. And if anybody decided they wanted to do this as a book club, I'd be more than happy to do it. Anyways, I really quite enjoyed it. I enjoyed Nora and Charlie. They were a great couple. Whenever they would meet up, I think and I liked the ending. The ending wasn't too hokey. It wasn't too, it met my sort of bookish. I don't know what the trope would be. It wasn't enemies to lovers trope, but that is definitely a trope in this book. I think the catnip for me was just I wanted to try Emily Henry again, and it was on my TBR list, and I quite liked it, and I quite enjoyed it, and I really had fun with it. I did. I really quite did enjoy it, and I found it really a satisfying read. I mean, mind you, I'd been reading really heavy stuff and stuff I didn't really want to read. Stuff I had to read for book club, that sort of thing. And so, this was a nice palate cleanser. It was really quite enjoyable, and I do really highly recommend it for book readers, book lovers, so to speak. And if you get a chance to read it, you got to find a copy of it, either at a used bookstore, somebody's bookshelf. If you want to borrow it, I would highly recommend it. So that was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. She has written a number of others, but I try to do. I really do not like hardcover. And now her books are almost come out exclusively in hardcover. So now I wait a year to get the paperback. So I'm waiting on her next book from last year, which will be really hopefully maybe sometime this year I'll read Happy Place. and read that, and hopefully I'll enjoy it just as much. So that was Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I hope you get a chance to read it sometime soon. It's quite an enjoyable read. It takes place in North Carolina in the Asheville area. So anyways, that was Book Lovers, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.